everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy. So I am doing the horoscopes tag, which was originally done by Books with Brandywine. She tagged me in her original tag, so I'll link that video down in the description below. How this tag works is that you look for the horoscope that's for the day that you're recording, and then you match those horoscopes to a character who fits that horoscope's description. I actually originally filmed this a while ago, and then I didn't like it, so I deleted it, and this is me refilming it. So let's get started. Okay, so the horoscope for Aries is a large gathering, perhaps a festival of some kind, could take place in your neighborhood today, Aries. You could choose to attend with some close friends and your romantic interest. This event could shake everyone up a bit. It could present information that's exciting, but also a bit unsettling. It could provide you and your friends with conversations for several days. And the character I picked for this is Zuri from Pride by E.B. Zaboy. And the reason why I picked this is because they're always having block parties, and everyone is always kind of gossiping afterwards or gossiping during those block parties. So I thought this kind of fit a little bit in there. Okay, so now it's Taurus. So discussions with friends or colleagues about possible future business enterprises could find you taking notes, Taurus. Your natural meticulousness should serve you well. It will be important to have accurate records to discuss later. Any new project begun now is likely to succeed, especially if writing, speaking, or another form of entertainment is involved. Don't worry about possible failure. The character I picked for this is Alexa from The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. And the reason why I picked her is because Alexa, throughout that book, has a really particular project that she is working on, and she continually discusses them with her friends and her colleagues on how to make it successful. And so that's kind of one of the big, I guess, plot points in that book, and I thought that kind of fit in there. The next one is Gemini. Today, everyone will notice how attractive, articulate, and charming you are, Gemini. This is an excellent time to invite friends over or go out with them. Romance should go particularly well. In the course of your conversations, you might become aware of some fascinating and useful information that sparks you to new interests and possibly new opportunities. Hold on to them and take the next steps. This one was a little bit hard initially, and then I thought, who fits this is Willow Dean from Dumplin' by Julie Murphy, and that's because, once she joins into the beauty pageant and she's up on stage and everything, people start to notice that just because you're a big gal doesn't mean that you can't be an attractive gal, and that kind of thing. So that's who I picked. Cancer is the next sign. Whether or not you're artistic, Cancer, inspiration for music, painting, writing, or other creative projects could come to you thick and fast today. Write down your ideas. There could be so many, you may not be able to remember them all. You will definitely want to draw upon them later. At least one could involve a new business enterprise with a partner. Take notes and do your research. This one was a little bit difficult too. I haven't really been reading books where the main characters are particularly artistic. At least not that I could remember off the top of my head. But the one that I thought of was Lucien from Sacré Bleu, a comédie d'art. Why did I do it like that? By Christopher Moore. And the reason why I picked this is because it's about artists who have a muse come into their lives and kind of ruin them a little bit. And so I thought of the main character who is an artist who's trying to get his paintings up off the ground and seen. So, yeah. The next one is Leo. A group activity could involve a number of people, including some close friends, who share your intellectual, philosophical, or spiritual interests, Leo. A romantic partner could choose to attend to this occasion with you. The conversation is likely to be so stimulating that your mind could spin. Walk home if you can. You will want to clear your head so you can sleep. The character I picked for this is Lena from Delirium by Lauren Oliver, and the reason why I chose her is because in the world of this book, love is illegal. So, there's procedures that mess with people's brains so that they can't feel love or really excitement. And Lena, before she has this procedure, actually sneaks out of her house and goes to kind of this party that's outside of her town, and she meets up with a friend of hers and also a love interest. Okay, now it's for Virgo. Today you might be in the public eye along with some close friends and perhaps a love partner. You may be giving a speech, leading a group discussion, or be the center of attention at a party. You're likely to hold those around you spellbound as your oratorical capabilities are very high. Enjoy the attention and make sure you give back what you get. Now, this one is very much a stretch, but I chose Nicole from The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I chose that one because at the very beginning, Nicole is put in the center of attention when her boyfriend at the time proposes to her at a baseball stadium and uses the Jumbotron to propose, and she does not want to say yes, so she's put on the spot, and everyone is very much spellbound by what she's about to say, so that's why I picked her for that. Libra. A new and exciting person, possibly someone from a distant state or foreign country, could come into your life today. You could spend hours talking. The conversation could make you aware of new fields of interest that you find fascinating. Whether or not you pursue this attraction depends on your situation, but at the very least you will enjoy yourself. The character I picked for this is Elliot from In Other Lands by Sarah Reese Brennan, and that's because he goes into kind of a whole different dimension. That's this fantasy world, and ends up talking to people in there for very long periods of time. Sometimes they are unwilling participants in that, but he enjoys himself sometimes, most of the time. Next one is Scorpio. Some unusual dreams could have unexpected side effects, Scorpio. They could spark new ideas for creative projects or possible innovative concepts to advance your career or social life. They might clue you into what's in the hearts and minds of those closest to you. Your dreams might say a lot about you. Write them down so you can analyze them. You might be surprised by what they bring to mind. I had a big problem trying to find a character to fit in there, and I couldn't. The book I picked was Into the Wild by Aaron Hunter, and I could not, for the life of me, remember the main character's name in this. It's a house cat who goes to the woods to become a wild cat in the Thunder Clan. I don't remember that character's name at all, but I think that book starts out with him having a dream, if I remember it correctly, and I could be completely wrong. By all means, please tell me if I am. But that's the only one I could come up with at that time. Sagittarius. Social contact with new and exciting people, Sagittarius, perhaps at a neighborhood gathering, could bring intriguing information your way. You could learn about new fields that interest you. There's a possibility of a new romantic partner with whom you talk for hours. Whether or not you choose to pursue this depends on your situation. At least you will have fun today. So, I picked Zuri again from Pride by Evie Zaboy, just because that neighborhood gathering aspect. I couldn't really think of anyone else to fit in. I guess I could have picked one of her sisters. Capricorn. Work might take up a lot of your time today, Capricorn. Perhaps job-related, perhaps chores around the house. Friends or family may join you, and their conversation could help relieve some of the tedium. Getting the task done could free up the rest of the day for socializing, perhaps getting together in the evening with a love partner. The character I picked for this is Stella from The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hong, and the reason why I picked her is because she does work quite a lot, not really because she really has to, like she does have some leeway, I guess, in her job because she's fairly high up in the rankings, but she does like to work a lot, and so she finds herself at work a lot. Aquarius. Much of your day is likely to be spent in the company of family, close friends, and a current or potential love partner, Aquarius. Business partners could be involved. This should be very pleasant. Very stimulating day for you. People you care about and enjoy will surround you. You're also likely to become more strongly bonded to a romantic partner. And I actually chose Morgan Crow from Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, and not because she actually has a romantic partner, but once she gets away from the family that doesn't like her or doesn't really show her affection, and she's around people like her friend Hawthorne and others who actually enjoy her presence, then you can actually see that people care about her and how she cares about others. So that's why I picked for that. Last one is Pisces. Today, you might decide to host a social event in your home, perhaps for friends and colleagues with whom you share intellectual, philosophical, or spiritual interests. Dreams, astrology, or metaphysics could come up. This should be a congenial gathering. You're apt to bond closely with these people. At least one of them might be a potential romantic partner who finds you fascinating. What I find fascinating is why so many of these horoscopes have parties or gatherings as part of their little descriptions. Who knows? Maybe because they're all going to be at one party together. Anyway, the character I picked for this is Maya from The Goblin Emperor by Catherine Addison. And not so much because Maya has actual shared interests with anyone at the ball that he has or the party that he has at the castle. Rather because he does bond fairly closely with his romantic partner that you get a glimpse of. So yeah, a stretch is really what that was. So that's the tag. I tag anyone who's interested in horoscopes and matching them with characters. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you like seeing this face talk about books, hit that subscribe button. And as always and forever, may you get lost in a book.